past 2,000 years, our hearts, our thoughts, our dreams, and our prayers have been focused on one spot, Jerusalem. My question though has always been, why do our prayers need to be focused at a spot? Aren't our prayers to Hashem? Hashem is everywhere. What difference does it make where we focus, where our hearts lie? Why is it that we've been focusing on a place in this world when we're talking about something so spiritual such as prayers? In order to answer this question, I want to focus on two sources that we find within Chazal that are themes that we see across the board when it comes to Jerusalem. The first one is that Yerushalayim is taburo shel olam. It is the beginning of the world, it is the center of the world, or the umbilical cord of the world. Yerushalayim is the place where the world started. This is what the Midrash in Yoma says. That's a very strange Midrash. What does it mean that the world started from a specific spot? Is that really scientifically proven? Is that talking about a scientific idea? Or is there something much deeper about what the Midrash is trying to tell us? So first and foremost, Yerushalayim is the center of the world. It is the beginning of the world. It is where the world started from. Even Hashtia, Shmimeno Ishtat Haolam. The second thing that we constantly see is that there are two Yerushalayim. The word Yerushalayim means Yerushalayim. Ayim in Hebrew is always double. Im is plural. Ayim in Hebrew is always double. We say Shvuayim as 2 weeks, Yomayim as 2 days, Shatayim as 2 hours. So what is Yerushalayim as 2 Yerushalems? What does that mean? 2 Jerusalems is Yerushalayim. It means that there's a Yerushalayim Shamala and a Yerushalayim Shamata. There's a heavenly Jerusalem and then there's a physical Jerusalem down here. Now what does that mean? What does it mean that there are 2 Jerusalems? There's a physical and a spiritual. What's going on with Yerushalayim? I think that in order to understand this, we have to know what it means to have a place which is considered the cornerstone of this world. When we have a cornerstone placing ceremony, the reason why we do that ceremony is because it represents the first step in turning an idea into reality. Whenever somebody decides to build a building, they have a dream, what that building is supposed to represent, what it's supposed to accomplish, why they're building that building. And finally, when that dream, when that idea, that ideal comes to reality, they put down that first cornerstone. The meeting place between the transition from an ideal, from a purpose, and the actual implication of that purpose is in the cornerstone. That's what Yerushalayim is supposed to represent for us. Yerushalayim Shalmala represents the idea behind the world. The fact that there is what it's supposed to be. The machshava, the thought, the purpose, the destiny. The reason for why the world was created. That's the upper Jerusalem. The lower Jerusalem is the fact that those ideas, those hopes, that purpose, that destiny can actually happen in this world. Now the rest of the world came forth from Jerusalem. Sometimes after a building is built, it's not necessarily clear whether or not it's actually accomplished what that ideal and the reason why it was built in the first place. If we ever wanted to go back to the reason why the world was created, to the point in which we can actually touch the destiny and the purpose of why the world is here, that is what Jerusalem represents. That is Jerusalem. To go back to Taburo shel olam, the spot of the world, the cornerstone of the world, and be able to connect between Yerushalayim Shamala and Yerushalayim Shamata, between the thought, the purpose, the idea, and it actually happening. That's what Yerushalayim is for us. Yerushalayim is the place where we're best able to understand why the world was created and where the world is going. Chag, Yom Yerushalayim Sameach, and Shabbat Shalom.